Yeah, Chala ji. How you doing?
I'm good, Karan. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good stuff. Good. Look, listen, Karan, first of all, congratulations on the upcoming album, man, which is back up. I actually have the first play on Asian Network today. How does it feel for you that this is finally dropping? It's finally coming out.
Oh yeah, to be honest, it feels amazing, man. Like, I don't know how to explain this feeling, you know. About time the Supna Siga, like, it was a dream to obviously work with one and only True School and, you know, make all these songs. We've been working on this for a long time now. I'd say at least 7 to 8 months. Usually, mera kam karne ka tarika hunda, like, we write a song and make the beat and maybe in like the next 1 week, but this was a totally different experience, I would say. Yeah, man, I loved working on this album, and this song is just the first song of the album, so I can't wait for everybody to listen to the whole album when it drops. Like, it's gonna drop like as soon as possible, you know what I mean? Like, I can't wait, man. I don't know how to put it in words, but like, yeah, man.
I mean, Karan, we don't know how to put it into words either, because we cannot wait. We've been waiting for this for so long. What made you realize that you want to work with True School? This is your first time working with him, right?
100%, yeah. It was just a dream, man. You can say that, you know what I mean? Like, I never knew that I'd be able to work with him, or like, like he'd be down, you know what I mean? Like, because everybody, obviously, England se kisi dasne di lod nahi hai, like, kidan dene paas yuni ya, what is it about him that, you know, like, kisi na kam nahi karde, all that shit. Like, everybody knows that, right? But with me, it was kind of confusing, man. I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I'm gonna try messaging him and see what he says. And I was like, Baji, man, I love your work, you know what I mean? And he's like, man, at first, to be honest, man, I'll be honest right here, yeah?
Yeah.
He did not reply to me, you know what I mean? He's like, okay. I was like, Kitna? He's like, theek hai. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? What do I say next? He's like, yo, Karan, call me.
Yeah.
And I called him, and that's where it began, man. Yeah, that's what we started talking about it, and then, yeah, we're here, man.
I mean, you know we cannot wait for this. Do you have a favorite track on the album that you want to tell us about?
To be honest, I have a couple, but like my most favorite track is actually the second one on the track list, which is called Here and There, Ite. So that's actually one of my favorite tracks to the album, and which is going to come out maybe in next 20 to 25 days. And I cannot wait for that one, man. I still got to make the video for that one, but I have everything planned out. So yeah, let's see.
Now, Karan, you know, when you released the track list for this album, everybody went straight to looking at the features. Who's he working with? Harjeet Harman, man. I am a huge fan. Tell me, how did you make that one happen?
You know what? Again, man, like, it was a dream. Like, how everybody's doing it these days. Sare jinne bhi apne pra hai singer, everybody's trying to get into the urban culture or whatever you call it, you know what I mean? And they're just trying to do some big mainstream features. But like, end of the day, some people are forgetting that we're from Punjab. We're Punjabis, you know what I mean? Like, Punjabi hi sara kuch hai. So what I felt like was like, पिछले कई सालों तो आप आज Punjabi music को miss कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
So मेरी एक कोशिश सीगी भी जड़ी ये album होवे, like, it has to be proper Punjabi plus hip hop, you know what I mean? And you know, like, मेरी best option सीगी True School, man. Like, we can't go wrong with that, you know. And so we thought about, like, we made one song and it's called Sharab, and we put Harjeet Harman on it. We thought it'd be a great idea. I never knew, like, if he'd be down or no. And then we contacted him. And I talked to Paji. I'm like, Paji, this is the deal, you know what I mean? I'm kind of my first ever album, and this is my dream, you know what I mean? And he was actually surprisingly, he was down, man. He was like, no problem, you know what I mean? And I'm actually glad that I have him on the album. And again, there's another hidden featuring, but like, we didn't announce that one yet, but like, we will actually announce it ASAP. So, like, there's a couple of things happening on this album, man. Exciting,
I mean, it would be amazing if you made a video with Harjeet Harman as well, but I don't get to see. Will you make that happen?
100%. We have to do that, man. You know what I mean?
100%. Cannot wait for that. Now, Karan, you know what? You're going to be touring soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If the world goes back to normal, Hannah, you'll have your shows back. But you've performed in so many different places. Just out of interest, where do you like performing the most? Do you have a favorite country?
I'm not just saying it because I'm on this interview with you, but like, England was, Birmingham was a hell of a show, man. Like, it was crazy.
It was.
I did not expect that.
It was amazing. I mean, I was hosting your Birmingham show. Yeah. And it was incredible. Oh, yeah. You know what I loved the most about it? I used to think, Karan, that I was one of your biggest fans. But when I was in that room, every single person knew every single word to every song. And that's a moment. Yeah. How does it make you feel when you hear people singing back the words to your songs, man?
To be honest, man, it feels amazing. You know, the stuff that you write alone in your room by yourself. And then people, like, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ words and then they sing along, like it's kind of surprising ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ shocking ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਨੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਲਿਖੀਆਂ ਸੀ and now today ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਨੇ, you know what I mean, they actually sing along. It feels amazing, man. I don't know, like ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦਾ.
And I have to say, only yesterday we were talking about your trap Mexico on the show because I couldn't believe how fast you can actually sing. I can't even learn the words to that song.
I know what you mean, man. It was just a experiment but it turned out nice, so we released it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, look, Karan, you already know you've got a huge fan base, right? ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਂਗ artist ਬਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ advice ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ? Like, there might be people that are listening to you. What would you say to them?
ਮੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਜੀ, if they know they have talent and they can write, usually ਇਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, like the company, the people that you chill with, if they know, like if they encourage you or if they know that you're talented, and if you know you're talented, you definitely gotta, try, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like in these days it's kind of hard, but again, you cannot give up, you just gotta keep going. Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I did, and that's what I think. And but man, just keep walking, just keep going on that path, and it'll lead you somewhere, you know what I mean?
Well, Gary, you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the Breakfast Show this morning. I am so excited to have the first play to your brand new track. But before we press play, I want you to introduce it. Let's get it on.
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਇਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖਣ ਕੁੜੇ, so pretty much I like this song, but I feel like ਇਹ ਐਲਬਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਗਾਣੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਣੇ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਨਗੇ, so just know that ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਗਾਣਾ, ਆਖਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ ਸਰ in the intro, ਇਹ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਆਖਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਈ ਜੀ, so like just wait for it and trust me, it'll be worth it. And ਬਾਈ ਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੂੰਗਾ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਕਈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਨਾਲ ਮਾੜੀ ਕਰਨੀ, ਕਈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬੈਰ ਦੀ ਥਾੜੀ ਕਰਨੀ, ਕਈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਡਿੱਗੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤਾੜੀ ਕਰਨੀ, ਸਾਲੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖਣੇ ਕੁੜੇ